I'm shaming her. I said to her, yo, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you, bro. You came to my house and had two niggas just f you raw. I ain't seen no condom, no nothing. I said, yo, you should go get tested, man. Like you done. I said, that's wild, yo. You should go get tested, bro. I had $1 million. I remember I had $1 million. Now I might have given my mom like 30 grand here. I might have, but I should have like definitely over like 950. Definitely 900. 900,000. I count my money. I got $400,000.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers. So if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. Now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, it looks like DJ Akademiks, who is known for coming at females about their bad decision making when it comes to men, got his own personal problems when it comes to the department of, keeping girls or just being with a girl that actually likes him for him, I guess. It looks like this time he's the one who made the poor decision, as he has been going viral all over social media for his latest breakup with his longtime girlfriend. Now, Akademiks revealed that his longtime girlfriend has done multiple things to him and he still stayed, even when he claims he could have got her locked up for 40 years when she went through his house and stole $500,000 out of his safes. Sheesh. Now, I think we've all been in love before. However, it's a thin line between love and stupidity, where some of us tend to blur the lines often. In this case, DJ Akademiks definitely blurred the lines because he allowed a lot of things to go on during that relationship, as he recalled, where the red flags were in his face, but he continued to mess with this girl. But it seems that Mr. Akademiks hit his breaking point as the final straw broke the camel's back, when Akademiks would catch his girl, supposedly, getting double teamed by his friends in his own house while he was asleep. And to make matters worse, when everything was done, they woke him up to lock up the house while they left. Crazy. So we're going to get into that. I'm going to play a clip of Ak explaining what went down, and we're going to talk about it. I want y'all to let me know at the end in the comments if y'all ever been through a wild situation where your significant other, and don't be afraid to expose anything, but let us know what happened in y'all's situation. This is a safe place. Now make sure you subscribe if you aren't already and hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm. Now y'all check this out.
There's a time I used to have $1 million cash in my crib. That's a fact. Do you know this stole $500,000 from me?
Now there's a few things that Ak is accusing his ex of doing, all clear signs that he should have been broke up with her if they are in fact true, but for whatever reason, he stayed. Keep in mind that this is someone who's always criticizing people for their poor decision making in relationships, and come to find out, he's a victim of doing the same exact thing that he speaks of. Crazy. But anyway, in the instance that he's accusing her of stealing $500,000 from him, Ak will speak about it on his podcast and will say that the two got into an argument, she dipped to Houston to get away from him, and he thought nothing of it. It was one of those situations where you go through it with your spouse, y'all break up with each other in a few days or even sometimes months, y'all get back together as soon as things kind of died down. However, Ak says that when she moved with a large chunk of him that consisted of $500,000 of his money. Ak will say that she went as far as putting money in her socks to hide it in her suitcase, just so he doesn't know that she took some of his money. Now, I don't know if she flew or not, or what happened, where she was located. I don't know if maybe she had to get on the plane, but I don't know how she was able to slip $500K to Houston in one shot, right? Because if you're trying to go on a plane with that type of money, they'll automatically stop you. And if you try to deposit that much into the bank, it raises a red flag on their end as well. Now, if she's used to receiving that type of money, then there wouldn't be no red flags. But the fact that she had to steal it, I'll assume that her bank account isn't used to seeing that type of money. Now, Ak says that it was a point in time where he kept $1 million cash in his house spread across multiple safes. He alleges that she went through a safe that he kept his money in unknowingly to him, and he never checked it pretty much because he had no reason to. He was just stacking his money, giving a few thousands to his mother and a couple other people. However, he got a new money counter and he wanted to count his money and place them in certain bands, and that's when he noticed that it was only $400,000 left. Now on the podcast, he says that he could have got her arrested then, and he said that she could have got 40 years in jail behind that situation. However, he spared her and didn't do anything, and in fact, they kept messing with each other to my knowledge because that led to him catching her, smashed the homies, allegedly. Now I'm assuming the straw that broke the camel's back was when he invited her over and she came to his house and smashed both of his best friends while he was asleep. Sheesh, that's tough. Now here's how it went. Ak says he invited her over to the house. In the midst of her coming, he falls asleep because he was a little intoxicated. When he fell asleep, she must have arrived, but instead, the two best friends will have intercourse with him. Ak says that they never told him, and instead, when everything was over, they did wake him up and told him to lock up while they was leaving. The only way Ak was able to find out what transpired was because he caught them on his home surveillance cameras. Now, I guess at least they had the decency to wake him up and told him to lock up to protect himself, right? But here's my thing. It's either one or two things that led to something like this happening. His friends are just slime balls, or Akademiks gave them the impression that he don't care about her, and they knew that, so they decided to make their move as soon as they seen her. So they thought that it wasn't nothing serious and she was just one of his things, and they thought, well, free game. Because dudes got a habit of acting like they don't care about a woman until she either actually move on, then they're looking foolish because they thought that they had it like that. I've seen plenty of times where dudes would talk down about a woman to their friends, talk about their exes to their friends, saying she all type of B-words, she did this, she did that, letting them know what happened in bed and all that. And next thing you find out, a couple of months or so later, they back together. So I don't know if it's one of those situations where Ak may have acted like he didn't care, because we know how Ak could be, especially when he off that Henny and act like he an evil villain. So either he gave off the wrong impression or his friends are just slime balls. But in actuality, they probably did him a favor, because if she's willing to not only smash the homies, but to get doubled by both of them in your house, that's not somebody you want to be with in the first place. So they actually did him a favor. Now, of course, Ak gonna act like he don't care, but I have a feeling that he actually was a little more hurt over it. You could tell by the way he was talking about the situation during his podcast. He may have put on a front like he isn't bothered by it, but I know this one probably stung just a little bit, especially if, that was his girlfriend. Especially when Ak is the type to act like he taking dudes' girls and how he can have this and that girl because he got this money. Y'all know how he do. And it's funny because these are the type of girls that these guys go for. So why get mad when they do something that's just a part of who they are? The thing is, these guys in that lifestyle get so caught up into thinking that these females actually like them for them, right? They be feeling themselves. They know deep down inside they wouldn't be able to get with these girls if they didn't have the money or the materialistic things that they have. So why would you ever start feeling yourself or thinking that she's really with you for you? Right? Let's be real. Keep in mind, it was plenty of red flags there before she even did what she did with his friends. So it's almost like he had to go through that, because nothing else would have made him let her go. Right? Akademiks probably just Tinder. That's the only explanation for that. He just probably Tinder, man. During the interview, he accused her of not only stealing $500,000, but he also, if you're not mistaken, I think this is the same one that tried to set him up for a home invasion. It's all type of things going on, man. But anyway, it's safe to say him and this girl are through. Once you smash a homie, ain't no coming back from that. But with all she already did and Ak accepting her back before, you just never know, right? Now, also, I don't know what's going on, but there's a female out there accusing Ak of the R word. And by that, y'all sure already know what I mean by it. But she's accusing him and his friends of doing that to her in his house. I don't know if this is the same girl and if it's the same situation, but something is a bit fishy, because right now Akademiks is trending all over and going viral for this story about a girl cheating on him and taking $500,000, and it almost feels as if someone is probably trying to cover something up. I don't know, because like I said, it's all over. We're hearing Ak talk about this. I don't understand why it's trending so much, but then you got the other female who did a video exposing that she was the R word at his house with his friends. See how that works? And there's a video going around of a woman screaming, and the caption was that it was a girl getting smashed by his homies. However, it don't sound like someone who is enjoying it. If you listen closely, it sounds as if it's the total opposite. Right? I don't know, but I'm gonna release a video covering it after this one. So y'all stay tuned. Jump in the comments, let me know what y'all think about this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping. And I'm out.